Hi everyone, welcome to Heaven Healing and Tarot. This is Christina, and today's pick a card is who is your soulmate. So we're going to take a look at their personality, but you got to remember, we all have more than one soulmate, right? So it could be pretty much anyone you know, or someone you have yet to meet even. So this will just give you a description, and maybe it'll help you recognize somebody you already know. And if you know no one like this, then they're yet to come. All right, so let's see. Before I get started, I always send out some healing. Take a deep breath with me. All right, we're picking with the crystal cards. Pile 1, Peridot. Pile 2, Apache Tears. Pile 3, Labradorite. Take a moment, pick the pile you are most drawn to. Did you hear my belly growl? I don't know why it growled, but that was funny. And we'll see who your person is, who your soulmate, who they are to you. Let's see. All right, pile 1. If you chose Peridot, here we go. Let's get some cards for you. Move my suit out of the way. Sorry. We have the Devil. Okay. Capricorn energy there. The Chariot. 9 of Cups. King of Wands. The Star. So we also have Cancer with the Chariot and Aquarius with the Star. So you have Capricorn, Cancer, Aquarius. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. So just keep that in mind. We'll also pull a zodiac sign towards the end too. So just saying. All right, so your person has some devil energy. What does that mean? Is this somebody you shouldn't be with? No, not at all. It just means that this is somebody who is strong-willed, someone who could be stubborn, but they get focused, They get really determined when they want something. They get laser focused at times. So, this could just be talking about them playing video games, They're determined to win, They're determined to figure out the strategy. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but this is someone who could be a little bit stubborn and who gets laser focused at times. Now, it could be somebody who has addictions, right? Because usually the devil is like asking you, like, what are you chained to? Like, are you tethered to something that is bigger than yourself? Could it be drugs, alcohol, toxic relationships, codependency, obsessions? Sometimes it could be like you're trapped by a lie or whatever. But for the most part, I'm just going to go with this person is stubborn. But, there is an element of that other energy there. So this person could have some issues with dependency, but not necessarily. All right. But the other thing it could mean is that, the devil sometimes is a card of indulgence, right? So maybe they indulge too much in certain activities or certain, well, that would kind of be addiction, right? If you could look at it that way. But it could be like maybe they just like to eat fancy food, or they indulge in, spending on expensive clothing items or, expensive purchases. It's a card of indulgence. So if any of this is striking a chord with you, then you know who your person is. Now, the Chariot, again, is also someone who is strong-willed. So this person has some strength to them, but it's more stubbornness. The Chariot tells me that they're driven towards success. Again, get determined to reach their goal, right? They're not afraid to work hard. They're not. And sometimes they might even, you know, indulge in radical behavior. Like they might take a big risk in order to get what they want. It's just that they're just super focused on winning and, you know, achieving what they want. So this is probably somebody who's really good, like at sports or something like that. But, you know, Nine of Cups is also someone who loves life, right? They always get what they desire. So, you know, they might be determined and focused because they're driven to success, but they get what they want usually because they're not afraid to work hard to get it. This could be somebody who might be big on appearances, who does like the way they dress, you know, or the material things they have. You know, they might like the compliments that they receive, the attention they receive from other people. So it could be somebody who is big on appearances. But they're comfortable in their own skin, though. You know, they're comfortable with who they are. They know who they are. Again, King of Wands, somebody who's passionate about like achieving their goals and defending their beliefs. And this is someone who's confident, persuasive, could border on cocky even. But that could be super attractive too. Someone who's that confident. I am not afraid to work hard, so I will work hard, but I will get what I want. I will have it. I will achieve my dreams. So, I mean, that can be sexy. So the star tells me that, you know, your person is talented in some way. But the star is also like the calm after the storm. You know, like it follows the Tower card in the tarot. So it's always like a card of, you know, maybe inspiration and creative expression. If you have a dream, it's time to pursue it. Your wish will come true. The impossible is possible. So I kind of feel like this is your person and their outlook on life. Like they're like, never say never. I will make it happen. Like I never say I can't. I say I find a way. It might be difficult, but I'll find a way. So I kind of admire that in your person. Beware of great pride. Yeah, I think at times they can get a little cocky, a little full of themselves. I think they can fall into that sometimes. Not all the time. But I do think sometimes, because they like the attention, and sometimes they could maybe believe it. I don't know. Sometimes they might have a big head. But, I don't know. Dolphin. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So, I think that's saying your person is well off. Like, or they always have enough. You know, they like I said, they're not afraid to work hard, so they work to gain that financial status of success. So that's not a surprise. Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. All right. So they could have some issues. Because that makes me feel like they might not feel good enough, and that's why they work so hard. That's why they're driven to success. If I succeed, everybody will admire me. They will not see the small person I am inside. And maybe that's not really the right terminology. Small person maybe it's not right, but I think that they have some insecurities, and that's why they're driven to success. They need to learn to love themselves just a little bit more. They need to learn to believe in themselves. But on the outside they do, because they can be cocky at times. But it's deep on the inside that cockiness is stemmed from an insecurity of feeling not good enough. But I do think that they have a great capacity to love. Bring it. Yeah, this card, just those words, bring it, sounds right for this person. Like, they're not afraid to take on a challenge. They're like, yeah, bring it. I'll do it. I'll take care of it. I'll find a way. Wow, you are brave and fearless these days. Even if it doesn't feel that way, you are being called to take off your armor and leap. Today's the day to call out fear. And it's time to go for it. So, I think this is what your person does. I think they give themselves these pep talks, it kind of feels like. They're like, yeah, I can do this. I got this. I got this. And then they're like, they go for it. They just go for the gusto. But yeah, and that could be like the devil energy too, that insecurity that they have. But, you know, I can't say it's a bad thing because it makes them successful in life. Falcon. Act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. This is your person. They act on their opportunities. They go for it. They're willing to take the risk. They act on their opportunities. And they could even be impulsive at times. Self-love. I am still trying to heal. Yeah, they are. This is your person. They're still trying to believe in themselves, to love themselves. Absolutely. Heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. I think your person has a hard time communicating. I feel like they don't like for people to see their weaknesses. So they have a hard time talking about it. I think they bottle things inside. Surprise. A disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. Huh. So what does that mean for you and your person? This person could surprise you in some way. I don't know. You take that for how it resonates. It can mean a bunch of different things. All right, let's pull a zodiac sign from my cards to see what they could be. We already have Capricorn, Cancer, and Aquarius. Let's see what else we have. Aries. All right, so, you know, I don't put a whole lot of stock on zodiac signs because really we could take on that energy. Anybody could take on an Aries energy. Anybody could have Aries in their chart and, you know, have those characteristics. So I don't put a whole lot of stock in that. But again, it's just, it's cool when it's right. You know, like when it's like, yep, my person's an Aries. I know exactly who you're talking about. But you take it for what it is, right? All right. Now, we're going to pull one of my handwritten cards, which are thoughts and feelings. Like, if your soulmate could say something to you, what would they say? And you've got, I remember you. So, what does that mean for you? Does it mean that you knew this person way back when, and they haven't forgotten you? Or does this mean they remember you from past lives? They remember you. They remember your energy. I don't know. Could mean any of that. We're going to pull some initials. Let's see whose initials comes out. Or what initials come out. All right. We've got K, D, C, W, A, V, O, And that's it. The other two are a double D and a J. So there you go. There's your initials for you. What do you think? Let's see what Peridot is. Incredible manifestation occurs with Peridot. So your person, like I said, they always get what they want. Things work out for them because not only are they willing to work hard for it, but they know how to manifest. They know how to attract things to them. So, what do you think, Pile 1? Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. All those things help me and I appreciate you for it. Till next time, love and light. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose Apache Tears, then this one is your reading. Let's get some cards for you. Justice. Queen of Swords. Two of Wands. Page of Wands. Death card. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm seeing Libra and Scorpio. We're still going to pull a zodiac card at the end, so just keep that in mind, but that's what came out so far. Let's see. So Justice tells me that your person is fair, decent, they make decisions carefully, they're good with their words, they probably place a high value on like education. They're practical and cautious, but very romantic at heart. Queen of Swords tells me your person is intuitively wise. Could be a quick thinker. They use rational and logical thought. Smart. Smart. Your person is a natural leader, someone who could be charismatic and charming. I think they're very likable. I think people just take to them instantly. They probably have a very clear future, vision for their future, and are willing hard to make their dreams come true. Maybe even a little competitive at times. Page of Wands. Oh, that is someone who wants to do everything, right? Someone who is like young at heart, or maybe even younger than you, but some who has like all those, thoughts. I could do this, I could do that, and they probably could, but they have to focus, at some point they have to narrow it down a little bit. But someone who has like really good outlook on life. Now, the Death card tells me that your person is either going through or has gone through or will go through a major transformation. And it's often after a loss. Someone who carries that great sadness inside of them. And someone who will have to learn to let go of what they can't control. But whatever, if they did suffer a loss, it's changed them. They've probably learned a lot from it. So keep that in mind. Just because they have a sadness inside of them doesn't mean that they're like a boo-hoo depressed person. It just means that, at times, that you could be reminded of that they had suffered some kind of a loss. But it doesn't necessarily mean that per se. Death is transformation. It's a change. All right. Let's see what else. Boots, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. I think your person is determined to achieve their goals. I think they do put out the effort. Disappointment in some affair. Yeah, I think they've had some kind of a heartache or a disappointment, a loss. I think they have gone through something. So that makes sense. But you know what? Most of us have. So it really doesn't make them any special. It's pointing out an obvious thing here. Knight, be brave and honest. So I think that's what your person, I think that's your person's personality. They are brave and they are honest. They will tell it like it is. Because they're fair, you know, and they're smart. They know it's not smart to lie. But I like them. I do. I really like them. Time to fly. Number 44. What a great number, right? That's a fantastic number. Time to fly. 44. It may seem like a gamble, but here's a little intel from the universe. That leap into the unknown you've been waffling over, not only is the safety net already in place, but there's a posse of angels waiting with champagne and chocolates. So it's time to take a leap of faith. So what is that saying about your person's personality? I would say that they're not afraid to take leaps of faith. Sometimes that they have to, and they know that. So I think that they do. I think they, you know, sometimes might think about it and weigh their options. But at some point they're like, we got to just do it. We just got to pick. We just got to pick our path. So I think they will, or I think they do. You got the humpback whale. Music is essential to your healing and well-being. So I do think your person may be musically inclined. Maybe they play an instrument. Maybe they have a really good singing voice. Maybe they write music. Or it could just mean that they really enjoy certain music and they go to concerts a lot, or they like to go see live music. But there's something about music here with them. Just a way for you to recognize them. Forgiveness. I'm struggling to get over the past. Now this reminds me of this, right? The Death card. They had a loss. They had some kind of transformation. Maybe it was a bad breakup and they're having a hard time forgiving and letting go. Right? Could be. But, yeah, I think, I mean, even if somebody left their life, like maybe somebody crossed over, they could, you know, why did you do that? You know, it wasn't fair. Why did you leave me? They could feel abandoned. So maybe they have to forgive that person still, or forgive themselves. Maybe they blame themselves for it. But there's something here. There is an issue that they're working on, and that might, again, be a way for you to recognize who your person is. Doesn't make them a bad person. Because they deserve love. They might not feel like they deserve love, but they do. All right, so they have to get to that point. Romance. I told you your person's romantic at heart, right? Love is set to sizzle. The chance for romance is high. They got the romance card. I definitely feel your person is a romantic. I think they are very smooth and charming and very likable. Likable. All right, let's pull their zodiac sign. Now, we already got Libra and Scorpio, and now we have Capricorn. Now, I take the zodiac signs with a grain of salt. I don't put a whole lot of stock into them because we could all of us could take on a particular sign's personality traits, right? Because it's just energy. So I like when they come, I like pulling the zodiac sign because I like it when it's right. But if it's wrong, it's not the end of the world, all right? If you don't know any Capricorns in your life and you're like, that can't possibly be mine, that's okay. You know, they could sometimes have Capricorn in their chart where they take on certain characteristics sometimes. So no, don't sweat that. But you got Libra, Scorpio, or Capricorn are your choices that I'm feeling. All right, now I'm getting you a card, one of my handwritten cards, and they're all about thoughts and feelings. So what would your person say to you if they could? And it says, you are my everything. So if I am not describing someone you know, this person has not come in yet, and it feels like this might be a very strong love connection for you. So it could be somebody you end up being with long term. But look how they're going to feel about you, that you're just my everything. But, you know, that could also come from like a mom to a child. Like, my kids are my everything. So just keep that in mind as well. But I kind of feel like this is a romantic soulmate because romance came out. All right. Let's pull some initials. All right, let's see what initials come out for you. We have B, C, D, G, let me see, we got that, M, O, W, X, and Z. And I have an extra D, a G, and a W. All right. Let's pull the Apache Tears rope. The Apache Tears says, come bring in more. More can be brought into your soul. Use this for manifesting abundance. All right, so this is telling me that your person is a manifester. That they will always have what they need because they know how to manifest it. Things come to them. That's perfect. All right, that's what I got for you, Pile 2. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Till next time, love and light. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose Labradorite, then this one is your reading. Let's get some cards for you. Emperor, Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups. All right, so with the Emperor, your person is ambitious, maybe even competitive, but definitely like alpha, you know, confidence and authority. Honest, but can be confrontational sometimes. Depending over the situation, because they kind of want it to control the situation. But they're solid and they're stable. Two of Swords. Let's see. Your person is someone who... Now, see, Two of Swords is someone who hates confrontation, but I just said with the Emperor, they can be confrontational. So, that gives me pause. But I feel like their decisions do greatly depend on the effects they have on others. So even though they're like confident and strong and sometimes can be confrontational, I feel like they still, it's only towards their enemies, you know, like they still how do I say this? they still, like, the people that they care about, like, they care about their feelings. They're not going to want to hurt them. But this sounds like somebody who might be a little closed off, though. Might be a little private. You know, might not open up easily. But there's somebody who's, like, tenacious. They don't give up. You know, they keep working, keep pushing. They may not feel good enough sometimes. And maybe that's why they overcompensate with that alpha energy a little bit, maybe. I think your person's a good person, though, so don't get me wrong. I think that they're okay. The Knight of Wands is somebody who can be very charming and passionate. So, you know, I just get this rebellious feel from them, though, you know, with the Emperor and now the Knight of Wands. And I definitely feel like adventure's coming your way if you don't already have it. Like, I always feel like there's, you know, some kind of adventure coming up for you, no matter what. Always something with this person, it feels like. But not necessarily, but not in a bad way, you know, like in a good way. Like, they always, you know, have things that they want to do, things they want to accomplish. Sometimes they might even have unrealistic expectations. But I just feel with the Seven of Cups, like, they have a lot of options. Like, there's always an opportunity for them. It feels like it's like they're one of those people that, like, they always get an opportunity. And they take them. I don't know. Let's just see what else comes out here. Muddled and unclear thinking. So maybe I was getting both sides, right? So maybe they do sometimes confuse themselves and they don't know which way to do. One day they want one thing, but the next they're like, maybe that's not what I want. Maybe I want this. So, I don't know. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. All right, so that means that they're going to get there. They're going to level up. They're going to have a deeper understanding of what goes on around them. They could be very spiritual already, but I think as time goes on, they're going to get more and more confident in that spirituality. So they'll trust their intuition more, and they'll listen, they'll hear even at times. They'll see the signs, you know, and they'll trust their gut. I kind of think that they do, because they attract opportunities. They really do. I feel your person's very attractive. Between the Knight and the Emperor, I think that they are very nice looking. I just feel this sexual energy, this it's a confidence, but it's, I don't know. I like it. Set your sights higher. Sometimes they settle for less. Sometimes they settle for less. And that's where this muddled, unclear thinking comes in, because they're like, why did I do that? I knew better. Like, they beat themselves up sometimes. You know, why did I take the first offer? I should have negotiated. Like, it's like, yeah. I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. I really don't. I'm trying here. You got abracadabra. Let's see what that is. Where's my... Oh, here it is, over here. Number 21. Aladdin's not the only one with 3 wishes. You too have a magical lamp that can summon all you desire to your doorstep. It's a simple matter of making a clear intention and letting go of any fool notion that you have to wait for a genie. You are the magic. So, I kind of feel like your person is magical. I kind of feel like they are intuitive, and even if they don't necessarily recognize it, I think they have manifestation in them. I think that's why things kind of work out for them, where they always have an opportunity to do something different, opportunity to do something better. They always have a choice. Sometimes they don't always make the right choice, and then they beat themselves up for it. But they always have a choice, because I think they attract the magic. Cardinal. The polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance, so do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. Again, so I do feel like they're out of balance a little bit. Right? That's kind of what I was getting a little bit. They're helping me articulate it better. I'm just saying, with age, this person's gonna get better. I don't know how else to say this. Like, it'll be easier for them to know what the right thing to do is, and to be, to make the right decisions as they get older. And you could already be at that point. This person could be older, but maybe when they were younger, they were a little more. Maybe they didn't make the right decisions. I don't know. Let's get some more cards. Missed opportunity. I didn't act when I should have. See, again, this is them beating themselves up for things. I don't think they really need to do that. I think this person's really hard on themselves. But there might be one particular thing that they feel like they really missed out on, and they're having a hard time getting over it. So they're trying to overcompensate in different areas of their life, maybe? I don't know. Wow, this is strange. Let's keep going. Flirt. I think they are a flirt. They're the Knight of Wands. I think they know how to charm. I think they know how to be fun and flirty. I think they know how to be very charming and seductive. I'm getting a very, like, they'll charm you out of your panties. That's for sure. Like, they're very good looking too. But I think they don't always make the best choices or the best decisions. When they're younger. Maybe when they get older, they will do better, or maybe they're at that point, but I don't know. Travel. So for me, travel is like either this could be long distance, somebody who's long distance from you, or it could be somebody who really enjoys traveling and you guys will travel together. All right, so we have, we already have Aries with the Emperor, right? I think that's it. But I'm going to pull you a zodiac sign to see what else comes out. I got Leo. Well, they both kind of make sense, right? Leo's, it kind of makes sense. Leo's fire energy, so it does make sense to be a Leo, but it does kind of make sense to be an Aries too. But they're saying maybe more Leo, but it doesn't have to be this. They could just have this in their chart. They could just take on those personality traits. So don't put a whole lot of stock in this, but if anything I'm saying, and I know I'm not articulating well in this particular number 3, if it resonates and it's a Leo, then you know you got the right person. But let's pull this one last card here. This is a card of they're handwritten. I handwrote them. They're thoughts and feelings. So if this person could say something to you, what would they say? Am I good enough for you? That makes sense, right? It does make sense. Because even though they come off as the emperor, the leader, and the boss, they have some insecurity here. Interesting. They settle sometimes, and then they beat themselves up. That makes sense, though. It does make sense to me. All right, let's actually get this one, Labradorite. This is a card. A stone of conquering your fears. So this is saying, you know, like, I'll always be there to work with you type of energy. So, yeah, I think they have to conquer some of their own fears. But I think that they will. Like, that's the thing. I think they have the potential to do it. So, all right, let's just get some initials. Because I'm a little, I don't know. I'm beating myself up over this reading because I know I'm not being clear enough. I want to be clearer for you. Anyway, we have A, D, E, G, N, O, P, R, W, and X. All right, so there you have it. Yeah, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Until next time, love and light.